Before we start, I want to ask you something. And I want your honest answer in the comments below.
When life gives you something really hard, something that shakes everything, what do? Do you let it break you? Or do you find a way to keep going?
Write your answer in the comments. Because today we are sharing something real, something that actually happened, and something that will change how you see every difficult moment in your own life.
I want to tell you a story. A true story.
Tell us.
A woman had 3 children, and then she received a diagnosis. Cancer.
And not just cancer. Chemotherapy, radiation, surgery, one after another.
And in the middle of all of it, in the middle of treatment, she discovered she was pregnant.
And the baby was born by major surgery. While she was still fighting.
And throughout all of it, the fear, the pain, the uncertainty, she did something that her family could not understand at first.
What did she do?
She smiled. She stayed calm. She comforted the people around her, the people who were supposed to be comforting her.
And when her family asked, "How are you doing this? How are you staying so strong?"
She said something simple. Something that came from deep inside her.
What did she say?
She said, Allah gave us joy, and He gave us difficulty too. Both belong to us, so I can cry through this, or I can fight through it.
I chose to fight.
She is now the mother of 4 children. The youngest is 5 years old.
And the cancer, it is gone.
Today, we talk about that choice. The choice she made, and the choice that is available to every single one of us. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Speak Unstoppable, the podcast where we help you speak English naturally and confidently through real, honest conversations.
I'm John.
And I'm Maria. So happy you're here with us today.
This episode is for B1 to B2 learners, intermediate to upper intermediate level English.
How are you feeling today, John?
Honestly, moved. Because the story in today's episode, it is real. And real stories, they do something that no fictional story ever quite can.
They remind you what is possible. Before we start, thank you. Really, thank you for being here today.
Let's go.
Okay, I want to ask you something that most people never ask themselves honestly.
What's that?
When something goes wrong, when something genuinely difficult happens in your life, where does it live?
What do you mean, where does it live?
Does it stay in the situation, in the actual problem where it belongs? Or does it move? Into your mind, into your sleep, into your morning, into your smile, into your relationships, into every quiet moment you have.
For most people, it moves. It spreads.
Yes, a problem that exists in one part of life, it spreads to every part. Because the mind carries it everywhere.
And when the problem spreads like that, it becomes so much bigger than it actually is.
The original problem might be 10 units of difficulty, but with fear and worry and sleepless nights and constant thinking, it becomes 50 units. 100.
And you are no longer fighting the original problem. You are fighting the original problem plus everything your mind added to it.
And that extra weight, that is what breaks most people. Not the difficulty itself, the weight they carry alongside it.
And the woman in our story, she understood this. Somehow, through faith, through courage, through a wisdom that came from somewhere deep.
She kept the problem in its place. She did not let it spread.
The cancer was in her body. She refused to let it into her spirit.
And that refusal, that boundary between difficulty and identity, is one of the most powerful things a human being can do.
Today, we learn how she did it. And how you can do it too. Okay. Let's start with the simple truth that her story teaches us.
When difficulty comes, and it will come, there are really only two ways to face it.
You can let it live inside you. Let it take over your thoughts, your mood, your energy, your relationships. Let it define the time you are going through it.
Or you can acknowledge it, see it clearly, feel what you need to feel, and then choose not to let it become bigger than it already is.
And the first way feels natural. It feels like the honest response to something hard.
And the second way, it feels almost impossible. Until you understand what it actually requires.
It does not require pretending nothing is wrong.
It does not require suppressing your real feelings. Suppressing means pushing feelings down and pretending they don't exist.
It does not require being unrealistically positive or performing happiness you don't feel.
It requires one specific decision, made every day, sometimes every hour.
I will not give this difficulty more space than it deserves.
Yes, the difficulty is real. It has its space, but it does not get all the space.
And this decision, it sounds simple. But in practice, in the middle of something genuinely hard, it is one of the bravest things a person can do.
Let me give you a very simple example. Imagine you have a problem at work. Something stressful. Something uncertain.
And you can think about it from 7 in the morning until midnight. Let it follow you into every conversation, every meal, every moment with your family.
Or you can address it during the hours when you can actually do something about it. And outside of those hours, you choose to be present where you are.
Not because the problem went away, but because your constant thinking about it, it changes nothing about the problem.
It only changes you. It only depletes you. Deplete means to gradually use up until nothing is left.
And you need that energy for the problem itself and for everything else in your life that deserves you.
Maybe you know this feeling too. A problem followed you everywhere. And the following it made everything harder.
Not the problem. The following.
Today, you learn to leave it where it belongs.
Okay. I want to talk about something that the woman in our story said, because I think it is the key to everything.
What did she say?
She said Allah gave us joy, and He gave us difficulty too. Both belong to us.
And I want to sit with that for a moment. Because that is not just a comforting thought. That is a complete philosophy of life.
Philosophy means a system of beliefs about life and how to live it.
Most people unconsciously believe that joy is their right. And difficulty is an interruption, an injustice, something that shouldn't be happening.
And when difficulty comes, they feel cheated, angry, like life made a mistake.
But when you genuinely accept, as she did, that difficulty is also part of the deal. That it belongs to life as much as joy does.
The suffering changes completely.
Not because the difficulty becomes less painful, but because it stops feeling like an injustice.
And when something stops feeling like an injustice, the anger leaves. And in the space where the anger was,
there is room for something else. Courage, patience, even gratitude.
And this acceptance, it is deeply connected to faith, to the belief that there is wisdom in difficulty, even when you cannot see it yet.
The woman did not understand why this was happening to her. 3 children, cancer, pregnancy, surgery, treatment,
Nobody could understand why all of that at once.
but she trusted. Not that it was fair, but that it was part of something. That difficulty, even this difficulty, had a place in a larger picture she could not fully see.
And that trust, it gave her the freedom not to fight the difficulty, but to work with it, to move through it.
Move through this is such an important phrase. Not move around it. Not avoid it. Not deny it. Move through it.
Like walking through a storm. You are in it. It is real. It is difficult. But you keep moving. You do not stop.
And on the other side, you are still you. Changed, perhaps. Stronger, perhaps. But still yourself.
Maybe you know this feeling too. You were in something hard. And you found that acceptance, even a small amount, made it more bearable.
That acceptance was wisdom. And you can choose it. Deliberately. Starting today.
Okay. There is something in this story that I cannot stop thinking about.
What's that?
She was the sick one. She was the one going through chemotherapy and radiation and surgery. She was the one who had every reason to need support.
And she was the one giving it.
Her family was falling apart around her. And she was the one holding them together.
And I think this tells us something extraordinary about what strength actually is.
Tell us.
Strength is not the absence of difficulty. It is not feeling no pain. It is not being unaffected.
Real strength is carrying your own difficulty and still having enough left to care for others.
And this is only possible when you don't let the difficulty consume all of you.
If she had given the cancer every part of herself, her thoughts, her emotions, her energy, her spirit, she would have had nothing left for her children, for her family.
But because she kept something, kept her light, kept her calm, kept her care, she had something to give.
And what she gave her family still carries today.
And here is the remarkable thing. By keeping her strength, she actually helped her own healing.
How?
Because the mind and the body are connected in ways science is still discovering. When the mind is at war with itself, consumed by fear and despair, the body carries that weight too.
And when the mind is at peace, even a relative peace, even a chosen, deliberate peace in the middle of something hard.
The body has more energy for what it needs to do.
In her case, for healing.
And this is not just her story. Research shows patients who maintain positive emotional states during serious illness, they often recover better.
Not because positivity is magic, but because it conserves energy and directs it toward healing.
Conserve means to protect something so it is not wasted.
She conserved her energy and gave it to healing and to her children and to the people she loved.
And that is one of the most remarkable forms of love a person can show.
Maybe you know this feeling too. Someone you love was going through something hard, and their strength, their refusal to be broken, it helped you more than any words could have.
That is what her children will carry forever. Not just that she survived, but how she survived.
Okay. Real English phrases. The language of people who face hard things and choose how to carry them.
Category 1 phrases for acknowledging difficulty, honestly, without letting it take over.
This is genuinely hard, and I am going to get through it.
I'm not going to pretend this is easy, but I'm also not going to let it define me.
It's difficult right now, And that's okay. Difficulty is part of life.
I'm in the middle of something hard, but I'm still here. And I'm still moving.
Category 2 phrases that reflect the philosophy from her story.
Joy and difficulty, they both belong to life. I accept both.
I didn't choose this difficulty, but I choose how I carry it.
I can cry. Or I can fight. Today, I choose to fight.
This is my test, and I am going to face it with everything I have.
Category 3 phrases for supporting someone who is going through something hard.
I see how strong you are even in the middle of this.
You don't have to carry this alone. I'm here.
Your strength right now, it is extraordinary. Even if you can't see it.
Whatever this brings, we will face it together.
Category 4 phrases for talking about coming through difficulty.
I went through something really hard, and I came out the other side still myself.
It changed me, but it didn't break me.
Looking back, I am grateful for what it taught me, even though I would never have chosen it.
I discovered strength I didn't know I had, because I had no choice but to find it.
These phrases, they are the language of survival, of grace, of the kind of courage that most people never have to show, but that is available to every single person listening.
Maybe you know this feeling too. You went through something hard, and you came out the other side, and you didn't have the English to describe it.
Now you do.
I want to say something directly to anyone who is in something hard right now.
Please.
You might be in the middle of something that feels too big, too heavy, too much.
And someone is going to tell you to stay positive, to be strong, to keep smiling.
And it might feel like they don't understand, like the instruction is too easy for what you are living through.
And they might not understand. Nobody fully understands another person's difficulty.
But here is what we know from her story. The smile she kept, it was not easy. It was not natural. It was not pretending.
It was a decision made every morning to give the cancer her body because she had no choice, but not her spirit. That she chose to keep.
And the spirit she kept, it helped her heal. It helped her children. It helped her family. It helped anyone who witnessed it.
And 8 years later, she is the mother of 4 children. The youngest is 5 years old.
And the cancer is gone.
Not because she was positive, but because she was fierce. Fierce in her refusal to let difficulty take more than it absolutely had to.
Fierce means intensely strong and determined, like a fire that refuses to go out.
And that fierceness, it is not a gift that only some people have. It is a choice, available to every person, in every difficulty.
You can cry. You absolutely can cry. Crying is real. Grief is real. Pain is real.
But after the tears, you can also choose to fight.
And the fighting, it doesn't always look dramatic. Sometimes it looks like getting up in the morning, smiling at your children, choosing to be present in the day you have.
Sometimes the greatest act of courage is simply continuing.
Remember this. You were not given this difficulty by accident. And you were not given it without the strength to face it. The strength is in you. Find it.
Say it again.
You were not given this difficulty by accident, and you were not given it without the strength to face it. The strength is in you. Find it.
It is in you. It was always in you. Okay, everyone, let's slow down now. Word tour time.
Key words from today. Say them with us.
Word 1, suppress. This means to push feelings down and pretend they don't exist. Example 1, she didn't suppress her fear, she acknowledged it, and then chose not to let it lead. Example 2, suppressing difficult emotions doesn't make them disappear, they return. Usually, louder.
Don't suppress. Acknowledge, feel, and then choose what to do with what you feel. That sequence, it is everything.
Word 2, deplete. This means to gradually use up until nothing is left. Example 1, constant worry depleted her energy she needed for healing. Example 2, certain relationships deplete you completely, and others restore you.
Protect what restores you. Reduce what depletes you. That simple adjustment, it changes how much you have for what matters.
Word 3, philosophy. This means a system of beliefs about life and how to live it. Example 1, her philosophy that difficulty belongs to life as much as joy does gave her peace in the hardest moments. Example 2, your philosophy about difficulty shapes everything about how you experience it.
What is your philosophy about hard times? It is worth knowing, because it is guiding you whether you know it or not.
Word 4, move through. This phrase means to experience something difficult fully and keep going. Not around it, not avoiding it, but through it. Example 1, she moved through chemotherapy, surgery, and pregnancy one day at a time. Example 2, the only way out of difficulty is through it. Moving through is the only path.
Move through. Don't stop in the middle of difficult things. Don't go around them. Move through. That is the only way to the other side.
Word 5, conserve. This means to protect something carefully so it is not wasted. Example 1, by staying calm, she conserved her energy for healing and for her family. Example 2, learn to conserve your emotional energy. Not everything deserves a strong reaction.
Conserve your energy for what matters. Not every problem deserves your best hours. Not every difficulty deserves your peace.
Word 6, fierce. This means intensely strong and determined, refusing to give up. Example 1, her fierceness in refusing to let cancer take her spirit was as important as her medical treatment. Example 2, be fierce about what matters: your peace, your family, your growth.
Be fierce, not aggressive, not angry, but fierce in your determination to keep your light, to keep yourself, to keep going.
Word 7, deliberate. This means done with careful thought and conscious intention. Chosen on purpose. Example 1, her smile was deliberate, a conscious act of strength, not a performance. Example 2, deliberate peace in the middle of difficulty. That is one of the highest forms of courage.
Choose deliberately. Your response to difficulty is a choice. Make it with intention. Make it with strength.
Word 8, bearable. This means possible to endure. Difficult, but manageable. Not impossible. Example 1, acceptance made the difficulty bearable, not easy, but bearable. Example 2, when you stop fighting the reality of a situation, it often becomes more bearable because you have more energy for actually dealing with it.
Bearable is enough. You don't need everything to be easy. You just need it to be bearable. And acceptance it makes almost anything bearable. Okay, one thing to do today. Just one.
Today, think about something difficult in your life. Something you have been carrying heavily.
And ask yourself this question.
Am I fighting the difficulty itself? Or am I fighting the difficulty plus all the fear and worry I have added to it?
Just ask the question. You don't have to have the answer immediately.
And here is your sentence template for today.
This difficulty is real. And it is not the whole story. I still have underscore. And I choose to face this with everything I have.
Say it now, out loud, with something real in the blank.
This difficulty is real. And it is not the whole story. I still have underscore. And I choose to face this with everything I have.
Fill in what you still have. Your children, your faith, your strength, your mind, your English. Something true.
Because that something it is enough to begin. And beginning is everything. Okay, comment challenge time. And today, this is the most personal comment challenge we have ever asked.
2 questions, and both of them we want to read with care.
Question 1. What is the hardest thing you have ever faced? And what gave you the strength to keep going?
Question 2. What is one difficult thing in your life right now that you want to face with more lightness?
Write your answers using these sentences.
The hardest thing I ever faced was underscore. What kept me going was underscore.
Something I want to face with more strength right now is underscore.
Write it in English, in the comments. Honestly,
Because your story, whatever it is, matters. And it might be exactly what someone else needs to read today.
we read every single comment. Everyone. And today we will read yours with real care and real respect.
If this episode gave you something real, please give it a like. It really helps more people find us.
And subscribe to Speak Unstoppable if you haven't yet. New episodes every week, real conversations, real English, real life.
Thank you for being here today.
And thank you to the woman whose true story made this episode possible. Your courage travels further than you will ever know.
You can cry.
Or you can fight.
Both are human.
Both are valid.
But the fight,
is where the miracle lives.
choose to fight.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.